Welcome to Vibin with Ashley Live. Good evening. I'm your host, Ashley Live. We have a really awesome show for you tonight. I'm a huge fan of disco. Huge. Anybody who knows me knows I'm like obsessed with disco. I'm obsessed with Studio 54. I wish I was alive during that period because I love funk music. I love disco. So I'm really excited for tonight's guest. The beautiful, talented, powerhouse vocalist, Kimberly Davis, lead singer from Chic. So she's going to be joining us in the room shortly. I wore my sparkles tonight for Kimberly because, you know, we're all stuck in the house and I need to wear the sparkles sometime. So I brought out the sparkles for tonight. I start each show with a song lyric. So tonight's song lyric is going to be from Chic, Everybody Dance, one of my all-time favorite Chic songs. Music never lets you down. Puts a smile on your face anytime, any place. Dancing helps relieve the pain, soothes your mind, makes you happy again. So just dance, because sometimes when things are crazy, just dance. Let the music take over you and have fun with it. And that's what Chic's music does for people. Whether you listen to any of their songs, it's such a feel-good band and they're so fun, so legendary, and Nile Rodgers is absolutely incredible. For you guys that are in the chat right now, have you seen Chic live? And what's your favorite Chic song? Tell me in the chat below. I asked everybody in my stories earlier, but I definitely want to know what your favorite Chic songs are, because Chic is legendary. And Kimberly Davis is going to be in here shortly. So we're going to hang tight and wait. And we are going to get down on a Monday night. We Are Family, awesome song. Awesome song. We Are Family. You know what that song reminds me of? The Birdcage with Robin Williams at the very end of the movie when they all dress up and they're exiting the nightclub. We Are Family. Yes, it's a great song. My Forbidden Lover. Yep. My Forbidden Lover. So many great songs. Okay, so Chic, I've actually seen Chic perform 3 times. I saw them at MSG. They opened up for Earth, Wind, and Fire. Then I saw them at the Roots Picnic at Bryant Park. And then I saw Chic open up for Duran Duran at Barclays Center. So all 3 times I saw them was in New York City at very big, legendary places. But I would love to see Chic in like an Irving Plaza, like a very small room. But Chic, they play festivals, they play arenas, they're constantly touring. And I'm sure it's strange for them because they're always on tour. So hopefully when the world turns around, Chic will be back on the road and we will see them. So who else in this room has seen Chic live? Like, tell me about your Chic experience while we're waiting for Kimberly. My favorite Chic song? My favorite Chic song is Everybody Dance. I love that because I think when things are crazy, you just need to let go and dance. Can be to any song you want. Everybody Dance is my favorite Chic song, and that's why I started off the show with the song lyric from Everybody Dance. Who else in this room loves disco? And if you do like disco, what are your favorite disco songs? Because there's a lot out there. And I hope everyone is wearing their sparkly tops. Also the guys, I want to see guys in sparkly tops. I do. Yeah, definitely. Irving Plaza would be, I've seen a lot of good shows at Irving Plaza, but yeah, I think Irving Plaza would be unreal for Chic to do. Like, they could just do like a 4 or 5 night stint at Irving Plaza. Yeah, Donna Summers is good too. What's your favorite disco club? Have you been to House of Yes? I wasn't really around during the disco era, but yes, I've been to House of Yes. House of Yes in Brooklyn is phenomenal. They used to have disco nights and everybody would dress up and they played disco, and I miss nightclubs. I miss good music. What are your favorite songs from Donna Summers? Oh, wow. Somebody saw Chic at the MGM. I'm sure that was awesome. Was Chic headlining at the MGM or did they open up for somebody? Because sometimes Chic holds their own, but then sometimes they open up for other people as well. Jones Girls, definitely. Yeah. Donna Summers. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire too. I've seen Earth, Wind, and Fire a handful of times. I think it's been 6 or 7 times I've seen Earth, Wind, and Fire. I can't count right now, but I actually met Philip Bailey at City Winery in New York City. And Philip Bailey, legendary performer. Okay, Chic was the headliner, no opening act. They don't even need an opening act. Nobody needs to open for Chic. You saw them open up for Cher. Oh yeah, they did open for Cher. Yes, they did. Yes, I Feel Loved by Donna Summers. Heck yeah. I love it. So much fun. So much fun. All right. So we're going to hang tight and wait for Kimberly to get in the room. We did a quick sound check about an hour ago. So hopefully we will be good to go and she will join us shortly. Oh, Diana Ross, Love Hangover. Yes, definitely. That song is, woo! Diana Ross? Yeah. Nile Rodgers has worked with Diana Ross as well. So anything that Nile Rodgers touches is pure gold. And plus, you know when you hear a Nile Rodgers song. Like, you know when you hear Get Lucky by Daft Punk. You know when you hear Notorious by Duran Duran. All that good Nile stuff, like you hear Nile, you know it's a jam. Definitely. We're still going to wait for Kimberly. You know what? I don't know where Kimberly is. Oh, there she is. She's here. She's in the house. Kimberly, we've been asking for you. There she is. Kimberly! How are you?
We're connected.
Yes. How's your night going?
It's awesome. The funniest thing is I'm sitting here and I'm going, yeah, where's everyone at? You guys were looking for me. I was looking for you.
Wait, where were you? Were you on your other?
I was literally sitting here looking at my phone like this.
You didn't know where to find me.
So now that we've got that nonsense out the way, let me fix this so I can bring it down some so you can
People are so excited. The room's blowing up. The chat.
Oh yay, I love it. Hello everyone.
They are so excited to see you.
I'm so excited to be here. This is awesome. Hey guys.
Yes.
Oh my God, I got my cousin in the building. That's what's up.
Yes. So let's just get right into it. Let's just start with this interview.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So it's March, which means it's Women's History Month. Tell us about a woman in your life who inspires you.
Oh my goodness. First of all, my mom, who's no longer with us, was the best. First of all, she was a singer.
Yeah.
So all she ever did was sing around the house. She played all kinds of music, and so I was open to every genre of music because of her. Like, she was the bomb. And she also took me to go see the movie Fame.
Oh, cool.
I'm a little kid and she takes me to go see this movie, and this, the whole time she's sitting there with me, my eyes are like this. I'm going to that school. I gotta go there. I have to go there. So I wind up going. And that was like the beginning of me just singing and singing professionally. I was actually singing professionally in high school. So it's got to be her. She was a single mom, you know, and as was I for a while. So I totally got it from her. I mean, she's not here anymore, but I totally have embodied her. Like I'm her. I walk past the mirror sometimes and I get scared. Like, wait, whoa, you know, because I think it's like her passing by the mirror. So yeah, she was a big influence. Yes, she just made like $1 out of 15 cents. Like everything she did, I just sat and watched, and now I have become that woman. Absolutely.
Wonderful. That's beautiful. So let's go back to like the very beginning, childhood. You said your mom was constantly playing music.
Oh yeah,
She sang backup for Smokey Robinson.
she did.
Amazing.
Yes.
That gig.
How did she get the gig? She actually was called down, and she was intimidated, a little scared about it.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, she didn't have the confidence that I have, you know, as a singer, because, you know, it was something that she knew she could do, but it really wasn't something that she was really trying to get out there and do. You know what I mean? Like, she could sing and everyone knew it. You know, it was every function, let her sing, let her sing. But it wasn't something, it wasn't like a passion like it was for me. So, you know, she was there a little intimidated. And so just things just didn't blow up as good as they could have, because she definitely had a voice on her.
Yeah. So what about those moments with your mom inspired you to start singing?
Oh, her and I singing together.
Yeah.
You know, and I would always find the harmony note. She would always sing the melody, and I would always sing the harmony note. So that's the reason why everything that I sing, I'm attracted to the harmony. I can sing TV commercials. I can sing, you know, jingles. I can sing. It's just so, it's so funny. Like every single time I hear music, I always, you know, draw to that harmony note, because that's what her and I did all the time around the house.
Oh, I love that. That's so beautiful. So probably sang every song under the sun with her, but what are a couple songs that you used to sing that just like bring you back to that beautiful time in your life?
Oh my God, I remember her taking me to the hospital to visit a friend, and I was 2. And there were no children allowed. So she snuck me into the hospital and hid me behind the hospital curtain. But they made a mistake by leaving the radio on. So now I'm like singing. So now you got this 2-year-old behind the curtain singing Mr. Big Stuff, and, and getting everybody kicked out the hospital. So, you know, it was just constant.
Wow! Wait, 2 years old? What?
I remember her taking me to go eat at a spot that we would always go to in Harlem that had a jukebox.
Yeah.
And I was literally like 3 and 4 years old, way too young to even care about this song. But believe it or not, I would go and request it every time we went. And it was Misty Blue. Oh, honey, it's been such a long, long time. There's no reason for me at 4 years old to even know that song. You know what I mean? But that's what I was doing. And everybody would come in and order their food and look, and like, who is the kid in the middle of this place just singing? That was me.
I love that.
Those moments.
I knew you as a child. Like, that's so, I've never met a kid like that. So it's just so insane. Like, I love that.
It was constant. It was constant. And then with her, she brought a certain kind of genre to music, but then I had my grandmother that brought gospel, but I had my god sister that brought funk. I had my aunt that brought disco. So, you know, it was all over the place. It was nothing that I didn't like.
Oh, I love that. So in high school, you were in a girl group, and then you knew that you wanted to go solo. How did that experience shape your musical journey?
Oh my goodness. High school, which is funny that you brought them up, because I just got back in contact with them and we did record something. And we actually do want to get back together and just sing a song. You know, it was, you know, things happened when we still loved each other. It wasn't like we broke up horrifically. You know what I'm saying? We started this group. It was one girl that knew the rest of the other 3. And she pulled us all together, and we were like singing professionally at 16 years old. You know, missing a lot of school in the interim. But, you know, just, you know, we just loved each other. And the group, the name of the group was Petite, and we switched our name to Ex-Girlfriend when we became managed by Full Force, you know, back then. And it was just an experience. Like, who would have thought that you were, you know, professionally, you would have that kind of career in
Yeah.
high school. You know what I mean? But we did videos, we did songs, and then we broke up. You know, I went one way and they went their way. And for, you know, as much as you say, why did that happen? You know, things happen for a reason.
Of course.
You know what I mean? It was basically meant for me to go through this journey by myself and to figure out how I was going to do it.
Definitely.
And I did. You know, I sang background for tons of people.
Yeah.
And then I finally got with Chic. So, yeah.
Definitely. So what musicians inspire you?
Oh, gosh. Anyone that can play a saxophone and a drum.
Really?
I gotta go by the instrument. I can't go by the actual person. I gotta go by the instrument. It's a drummer and a sax player, and I'm good. I can just do that all night long.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite drummers?
Oh, I have drummers that I work with. You know, I have Ralph Rowe that I work with in Chic, who I met before I got, you know, with Chic. And in fact, he's the reason that I'm with Chic.
Yeah.
You know, he told me to come down, like I'm at my 9 to 5, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "You just called me at work. What do you mean, what am I doing?" I'm like, "I'm at work." And he was like, "You need to be right here at this audition." I'm like, "Really? There's an audition going on? Well, what's going on? Where is it at?"
Yeah.
I literally left my job.
Wow.
I said, "I'll be back. I'm going to lunch."
Yeah. On lunch.
Yeah, I'm going to lunch. I get to lunch. I mean, I took my lunch break and I get in my car and I drive from Queens to Manhattan, like literally on the highway in traffic and everything.
Wow.
And I get to the studio where they're having the auditions, and I see the girls outside, and I hear a girl inside, you know, and I'm like, okay, this is awesome, but I literally have to go back to work. Can I just get in there, you know? Oh, yeah, sure, you could go next. And, you know, I walk inside, I see Niall, I see the band, I see Ralph, who I know, and I'm giving him a look like, hey, and he's looking at me like, we're serious right now. Yeah, he gave me that look like, we're not playing right now. This is serious business. And I'm like, I caught the memo, you know, the look, and I was like, okay, okay. But he's giving me this look like, but you better sing your face off, you know? And I'm like, all right, I guess that's what I'll do. And so Niall says to me, what song do you want to sing? And my favorite song of all time for Chic was I Want Your Love. So I was like, yeah, I want your love. And I couldn't believe it. I sang the song. I was comfortable with it. They were smiling. I was grooving with them. By the end of it, the manager looked at me and he said, so here's the schedule for the rest of the year. And it was amazing. Like, the rest of the girls were like, what just happened? Because, like, what just happened? And I was like, I can't do this. This is like a whole schedule. I have a 9 to 5. And they were like, not anymore. And that was the beginning of my whole life with Chic. I literally went back to work and started taking my pictures off the wall. I was like, you know what? These 17 years have been awesome. Love you, mean it, gotta go. Well, I thought you were going to lunch. I said, no, I just changed my life.
You did. That's such a story. Like,
it's crazy, right?
You're at a job, you go to audition, you kill it, you get a tour schedule for the rest of the year, and then you're like, okay, bye. Never see you.
And that was basically it. Like,
what?
It was, yeah, totally. It was like, nobody, when I tell that story, people are like, what are you talking about? I'm like, it's real. It's a true story.
Yeah.
And it's been that ever since.
Yeah. And what year was that?
That was in 2009.
2009. And so the job that you were there.
I had a job that I had for 17 years. I was a supervisor.
What?
I was a supervisor at that job. I had people working underneath me.
Wow.
Oh my God. I don't even know if they really liked me because I used to sing all damn day long. It was amazing. They would hide my radio, Ashley. They would hide my radio. They couldn't take it.
Oh my God, I want you as my supervisor. That's awesome. Like, they're going to show.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think.
I love
So
it.
funny.
I love it.
That's funny.
Who would you like to collaborate with?
Oh my gosh, I would love, first of all, I met Michael Buble, and for some strange reason, it was just his energy,
Yeah.
and then I know that, you know, the two, because his genre is, he has his own thing going on, but
Right.
then so do I, and I think it would be the cutest little mashup,
That'd be so
so
awesome.
I think that would be a cute little mashup, and I would love to get with Demi Lovato. I love Demi.
Yes.
I love her struggle, and I love that she's gone through it and
Right.
is getting through it. Yes.
Yeah.
And I love her songs. Her songs are like relatable. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like women empowerment. Like,
Yes.
go
Yes.
on a day and just do it.
Yes. Absolutely.
So let's talk about your time with Chic. You've been able to travel the world for countless years with
Yeah.
them.
Yes.
I want to talk about time on the road. Like, what are your favorite venues and
Oh
cities?
my gosh, we had, well, the most memorable ones, and it's so funny because we as a band, we're definitely like, we are family, like literally, like we just see each other and we just start singing "We Are Family" because it's so real. Like,
Yeah.
we're with each other more than we're home.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we go through it. We argue, we make up, we laugh, we cry. We go through everything together.
Right.
We celebrate birthdays. We
Oh.
celebrate like holidays.
Yeah.
It's so funny. But we have been. I would say the most memorable was Sydney Opera House, where we walked in and you see the place. You come to sound check and it's all good, and you're looking around. You're like, this place is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an opera house, so you can imagine what your voice sounds like, and you have the sound check and everything, and it's all good. But then the show comes, and now it's lights, and now the people are there. The people are all around you, so they're behind you as well. And you're all dressed up. You got your heels on. You feeling good about it. And I think I hit one note, and when my voice went all the way to the back of that room and then came all the way back and said, like, it smacked me in my head.
Amazing.
They couldn't shut me up. They were like, really? I mean, I was singing just for no reason because
I love it.
They couldn't shut me up. It was the best thing. I mean, I was flying all over the stage because I was making sure I was showing love to the people behind us.
Of course.
As well. Oh my God, it was amazing. And then we did the Hollywood Bowl with the Philharmonic.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Nuts.
Like, you're singing songs. You're singing "I Want Your Love" with an orchestra, like the Philharmonic, not an orchestra, the Philharmonic.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Oh.
It was beautiful. So those are the like the memorable ones. We have venues in London that we've done. We've done Glastonbury, and Glastonbury is like the biggest thing since sliced bread out in London.
Yeah.
Where there's people beyond, like, you can't even see the end of all the people. And that was awesome. And just being backstage with all the other acts and everything like that, just amazing. I mean, literally, I've traveled to every continent with Nile Rodgers and Chic.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to write a book because you have so many stories and experiences and you've been everywhere.
No, everybody says that. They're like, when's the book coming out, Kim? Like, everybody asks the same question.
We want it.
Yeah.
So how has this been for you, being in COVID for a year?
Woo! Okay, COVID.
Yes.
First of all, we were on tour with Cher, and which would have been our third time around with her. Like, and she's like, well, you guys are just going to be opening for me forever until I finish,
Right.
And I think we were like 3 shows in, and then they were, and things were just getting worse and worse and worse. And they were like, the next flights are going home. And I was like, yeah, knock it off. What are you talking about? We're on tour. What do you mean? They were like, no, it's over. This thing is serious. It is taking people out. And now we all have to go and, quarantine in our homes. And I just couldn't believe it. I was just sitting here like, what? Like things
Yeah.
have gone, like things had changed for me already. I had moved out of Brooklyn into New Jersey. And I mean, would not have barely saw this apartment if I would have been on tour. But now, you know, I've got to know the neighborhood, the people and the friends, the local, where I live actually.
Yeah.
And just dealing with it, you know, you never stop singing because it's an instrument. You have to practice every day. So you never really stop singing. I have a ton of friends in the business. And they're all, you know, everyone's on live, everyone's doing, you know, studio sessions, everyone's keeping busy. That's what's keeping us sane.
Right.
That's what's keeping us, you know, from like literally like going like this, you know, or like this, you know, because it's depressing if you feel like you have nothing going on. So this COVID thing is just, I mean, it's bad things come out of, good things come out of tragedy. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I found myself. I had time to spend with myself, you know, and I just think it was just a revelation for a lot of things in life. Yeah. And that's the way I took it, because I'm always that person. I'm always going to, you know, see the glass half full.
Yeah. And that's important to have that outlook, because when I was thinking about COVID, I was like, how is this got to be for a musician that tours internationally? And now it's like, now you're just in your apartment, just chilling.
Oh, yeah, no, it sucks. It sucks. But you just got to find, first of all, you got to like yourself to be with yourself and nobody else all day long, you know, without drinking yourself to death or without eating yourself out of house and home. You know what I mean? Because that could very easily happen. Either way, either one could easily happen. But, you know, we're all in the same. It's not like it's just some of us. It's all of us. Right. So if you feel like you want to call your friend up and say, hey, girl, what are you doing? Like FaceTime and watch a movie together. Whatever. You know, just whatever you have to do to keep yourself settled. Definitely. That's the way I'm dealing with it. Yes.
Yeah. One day at a time.
That's it. That's it. And even if you got to think ahead, you know, make it positive.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. So what's one of your most memorable times on tour?
Oh my goodness. Oof. Let me think. It has to be the times, because it's so many. It has to be the times when we are, as a band, going out for dinner because we have a day off.
Yeah.
Someone is responsible for finding the best place in this neighborhood to eat, wherever we are.
Yeah.
So wherever we are, if we're in Australia, wherever we are, somebody's responsible for finding that spot that we're going to eat. And then we'll go as a band, and it's like good times. You know what I mean? It's literally good times. We have our drummer, Ralph, my friend, who's like, he's like comic relief, you know, so we get to laugh. You know, nobody's, you know, we've been on in scenarios where there have been other bands. You know, we're doing a show, it's a festival, there's other bands, and those bands will look at us and say, I want to be in y'all band. I want to be in y'all's band. You know, you should see. And we start laughing because we eat together. We're in the same bus together with bunks, you know. We're playing games while we're watching TV. We're having our moment where somebody's playing music and we're all singing. Like, it's just, if we didn't like each other as people, we would have probably, as much as we've been on tour, as much as we've been in close quarters and been on flights and dragging bags in and out of hotels, we would have literally killed each other. And I can see why those other bands were saying that to us. You know, dang, you guys look so happy. Like, you guys, like, how do you do it away from your family on tour all this much as you are, and you're not, you know, walking around rolling your eyes and discuss it with each other? No, because we actually like each other, and it's like 15 of us.
Yeah.
You know,
so how do you think that all works together? Like, you guys are all positive, fun people? Like,
it is, absolutely. It's a blessing is what I call it. It's a blessing. Like right now we have a thread. So every day we're on the thread for one reason or another, to tell a joke, to shout someone out for their birthday. Aww. You know, somebody's, you know, somebody had a baby, you show the pictures, you know, it's like constant. So we keep in touch with each other through all of this. We have definitely, we FaceTime each other, like we Zoom calls, you know, we do that.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot, I have seen other bands where they literally walk past each other in the hallway.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
'cause they're just not into it. Yeah.
yeah. I love that you guys have such a tight-knit bond. You are family. Like,
No, it's a blessing. I can't even tell you. And Niall is right in the middle of all of it. He's like the, you know, he's the glue
that's
for it all. Yeah.
like you guys live We Are Family. Like that is you.
Yes. No, yes. And when we sing it, we mean it. That's why it's so much fun, because we mean it.
I love that because
Yeah.
I've listened to Chic for a number of years and I've seen you guys perform quite a few times. But like to know the love and respect and fun that you guys have for another, it just honestly brings it to a whole nother level.
Oh yeah, no, we've done shows where it has been it could have been like a function for like a king's birthday. Some king, maybe his nephew is having a birthday. Who cares? Some country in Switzerland, and you know the crowd is like this. Anyway, how are you doing? Talking to each other, and we'll all look at each other and we'll go, "Oh, okay, it's that kind of party."
Oh.
And we still have the best. Those are actually the gigs where we have the best fun on stage, because we're more doing us.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that means I'll turn around and I'll tell a joke to the drummer and he'll start laughing while he's playing. And
Yeah.
you know, the bass player will trip over something and we'll crack up. And then they'll start looking at us like, wow, they're having fun without us. Yeah, we're having fun without you. It doesn't matter.
I love that. That's so important. I think like anybody who's watching this right now, you need to have fun doing everything in your life.
What you do, yes.
You
it's
have
your passion. Do it. Don't worry about what they're doing.
Just,
if they're smoking cigars and passing the ketchup, it's fine. We're having fun though. You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it. So you've been featured on countless dance hits. My Fire with Tony Moran and Nile Rodgers, Life is a Dance Floor, and Second Chance.
Yes.
Shifters. How did this opportunity with the Shapeshifters come about?
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was another amazing story.
Yeah.
So, you know, I did My Fire with Nile and Tony, and that one went #1, and that one was nominated and everything like that.
Yeah.
So now we did another song. I did Life is a Dance Floor with Tony.
Yeah.
And Tony passed me the song, and it was a rough version. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't quite done yet. And I actually passed the song to our lighting tech. He does all our graphics and everything, but he also DJs in Ibiza. And I knew this. So I asked him, I said, how do you feel about this song? I said, maybe you could do something with it. I said, you know, Tony's, he's doing this is a rough version. So see how you like it.
Yeah.
He immediately took it to Simon Marlin of Shapeshifters. And I swear to you, Ashley, 3 days later, it was a whole different song. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Like he brought in live instruments, and which gives it that, you know, old school dance feel. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, it was a Shapeshifters hit thanks to Tony Moran.
Yeah, that was
incredible. So that was a formula. So now we, you know, with the same writers and everything, we went and we did Second Chance.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a huge Shapeshifters fan. So when I heard you on those tracks, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a perfect pairing.
Yes. No, it was awesome. Like we were excited about it. And it you know, and it's usually for me, it's like one take. If I'm feeling the song and I'm loving it, because Life is a Dance Floor, I went into the studio and did it in one take.
Wow.
Because I was loving it. I loved it, and I said, let me hear it. Okay, let me hear it again. All right, one more time. Let me hear it one more time. And then after that, I just sang the whole song in one shot, and we were out of there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Like when I've heard that song, I'm just like, this is an incredible song. So to know that you did that in one take, I'm like, what?
Yes.
Unreal.
No, yes, no. It was just one, and that's usually just how I do a song. Like if you give me the freedom to do what I want, then that's what it'll be. It'll just be that one take. Now, if you're, you know, if you want it a certain kind of way or whatever, it'll take a little longer, you know.
But it's like, hey, you just put your spin on it, and it's like, okay, that was fine.
Yeah, that's it. We're good.
So a bunch of people have been asking you for vocal lessons, and their prayers are finally being
Oh my
answered.
God, prayers are answered. Absolutely. I have been getting that request for so long. It's like unreal. And I did not have, at first I was like, no, I don't do that.
Yeah.
And then it was like, yeah, I could do it, but now I'm not home. I'm away a lot. Well, now I am home. And now that we've got the formula, I don't even have to be home. I can be away and still give these lessons. But the difference between me and everyone else that's giving lessons, because I'm not just giving vocal lessons, I'm giving mentoring, coaching, and all of that. So that means that it's a whole package. By the time I'm finished with you, you'll have the whole formula, not just how to go do re mi fa sol la ti do. I'm going to show you how to give an interview. I'm going to show you, I'm going to prepare you if you have an audition. Right. Okay. If you have a Broadway show that you just joined and you need some tips, it's way more. Stage presence is everything. I'm teaching all of that. Yeah. So, I'm teaching girls how to hold the mic. I just love it because they're so fresh and new and they don't have a clue. And I'm giving them so many ideas of how to even walk on a stage. You know what I mean? So it's not just singing. It's a whole package.
It's like, how can we take this person and just make them this powerhouse superstar? Like, let me mold you.
I'm molding. I'm so about that life because I've always been that person anyway. So now it's just like the opportunity is here. This is awesome. We had a soft open about 2 weeks ago. So, right now I am accepting students and they're all international. I have some students in Japan, some in Ireland, some in Italy, because, now it's a good thing because I can do it on Zoom. So this is great. Like, probably wouldn't have thought about it before. Right. But now that this is the new, it falls right into place. It's awesome. And everyone is so interested and they're honored. And I'm just honored that they want to come and get these lessons because it's not just vocal, it's everything. I'm teaching people how to breathe that really are like, oh no, I'm good. And then I'll give them an exercise and they're gagging because they're like, wait, why am I so out of breath? I said, right. I just touched something. Yeah.
So for people that are interested in doing this vocal training mentorship,
yes. So you can go to my She Sangs Academy on Instagram. Okay. So that's She Sangs, SANGZ Academy on Instagram. And you can also email at shesangsacademy at gmail.com.
Awesome. So guys,
so both of those, and if you get with either one of those, then we can just start setting up some classes. Yeah. So either that is serious, and with me, a lot more comes with it. I'm trying to get it to the point where I can actually get students to come to a show, actually get them to join a band on stage. Open mics are awesome. For things like that, so it's other stuff that comes with it. It's really hands-on. Yeah. Oh, I love it. So to see these people and watch them blossom into amazing performers. Oh no, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I love at the end of every class, I feel like, they're getting it. They're getting it. Oh, I love that. I love that. What artists or genres of music have you been listening to during quarantine? Oh, everything. Ugh, independent music. I fell in love with the Black Pumas. Oh my gosh, yes. Girl, I am in love with them. You're insane. Aren't they the best? And I'm turning everybody on to it because I just love them. I'm a house music queen, so house music all night long for me. I just came from a little thing that we had, like a little podcast from yesterday that I'm about to do. So I just had to go and check it out. And we had Montana and Nadia playing house music, and I just almost lost my mind. Almost lost my mind. I was like, wow, I remember these days. Yes. The garage heads, we call them garage heads, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, all kinds of music. And now that I'm teaching, I'm also doing standards and jazz. So I'm listening to a whole bunch of stuff, you know, preparing for the next class.
Mm-hmm. So as far as like,
hi Yoko Panda, I miss you too, Mama.
so as far as like disco, funk music,
yes,
house music, DJs, who are your picks? Who do you listen to?
oh my goodness. I love David Morales.
Mm-hmm.
I love like the old school DJs that play. I love Tony Moran. He's my best. He's my
Yeah.
best. Yeah, I love Tony. He's so sweet. And you know, just guys in that area. You know,
Right.
Voodoo Ray, who recently passed. I used to love him. You know, but now it's like Black Coffee out in Ibiza. You know, people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What song do you wish you wrote and why?
Ooh, what song do I wish I wrote and why? I wish that I wrote Sorry Not Sorry because, yeah, that was the way I was feeling right when she dropped that song.
That's a great song.
Right when she dropped it, I was like, oh, hell yeah, I could have wrote this. Mm-hmm.
And
That's
she,
how I feel.
yeah, she's passionate about it. When she sings, like, what?
Yeah. Love it. Okay? Because that's my mantra. Up, sorry, not sorry.
I love it. I love it. So what's next for you? Live streams, features, singles, collaborations?
Yes, yes. Well, we actually have a tour schedule that's going to be, you know, later on in the year, about August, September, and stuff like that. So those things are coming back. People are ready. People are waiting for it.
Yes,
they're like sitting there tapping their fingers, you know, on the table and their toes on the ground. They're like, where's the live music at? We don't know how it's going to happen or anything like that, but we do know that it's going to happen because the people are asking for it and they need it. So, you know, and most of our work with Chic and even my stuff, when I'm doing my stuff, is overseas.
Right.
So, you know, we just have to follow the rules and the regulations and get on the same page with whatever's going on and then start that schedule. So that's that. But the vocal lessons are definitely going to have me busy. Definitely. Because, you know, now it's like it's growing. You know, the clientele is growing and we're still asking for more. I'm doing master classes in colleges and stuff like that. So, yeah, I just want to, you know, continue to go that route as well. Just giving the people what I know. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like finally letting people know what I know and how they can benefit from it.
Yeah, I think that's so important. And when we were talking earlier and you're like, so many people ask me for vocal lessons. And you're like, well, I mean, if so many people ask me, like, I'll just do it and I'll program.
Yeah. And I mean, and could have done it years ago, could have done it, but just was busy out on the road and not knowing, you know, hey, maybe I can just Zoom or more. Back then, it was probably Skype or something like that, you know. Yeah. But now it's just a better way of doing things now. So we're here. I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Yeah. And I think it's so important because it's like this whole COVID thing, just like what's going on, and all have to adjust and say like, okay, so how do we do everything that we used to do? So I think it's awesome that it's developed during this time.
That's the question. The question is, what's going to happen now? It's definitely going to change. It's already changed.
Right.
It's already changed. So just trying to figure that part out. And I feel like once we do, that ball is going to start rolling again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ball is definitely going to start rolling.
Yes. So what's the best advice you've ever been given?
Which is my final words, which is be fierce, but stay humble.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. Just always be fierce. Always be fierce, but stay humble.
Know where you came from and just like.
That's what I'm saying. You know, you attract more. You know, you attract more bees with that honey when you're humble. I'm telling you.
I love that. No, I think that's so important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know, right? I love you. I hear you, Aisha. I hear you, Ma. I love it. I love it, my friend.
What What advice would you give to other musicians during this quarantine?
Oh yeah, no, stay focused. Don't let this throw you off.
Yeah.
This is nothing that we thought would happen in our lifetime.
Right.
But don't let it throw you off whatever road you were on. Stay focused and don't give up. Not at all.
Yeah. Keep your
Yeah.
eyes and keep pushing because
You have to.
And you want to right now.
Yeah, because the world is going to keep turning.
Exactly.
You know, you can't stop. You have to keep going.
I love that.
Yeah.
So how can people watching this right now support you as an artist?
Oh my goodness. Just actually tune in to whatever lives go on, because it's getting to that point now where we're just doing more and more, and because there's more things to do now that we've figured this out.
Yeah.
And just keep in touch with me. Just, I don't care if you shout me out. I mean, I have a little doggy that I put on Instagram all the time that everyone loves. So just let me know you still out there. Except for the ones, if you have my direct number, then just give me a call. That'll work too.
Yeah, calls are good because it's like, oh, you're thinking about me.
Yes, absolutely. I love it. I love it.
I love it too. So that's all the questions that I have for you, but you are gonna sing a little song for us.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna sing my favorite song of Chic, right? I'm gonna attempt to sing it. I haven't sang all day because I was vocally resting, but yeah. When I auditioned and I finally got the gig, Niall starts playing Let's Dance. And I asked him, for what? Why are you playing this song?
Right.
And he's like, baby, I wrote it. And I was like, you wrote it? I couldn't believe it. Like, I was like, you're amazing, sir. You're amazing. I mean, that was like the moment I fell in love. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, because I remember playing that song over and over and over and over again. Yeah. Right? And then this was the second song that I would play over and over again. Not even knowing that it was the same person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? And this is disco back in the day when the singing was there, but it was all about the music. You know what I mean?
So important.
All about the music. I want your love. I want your love. Ooh, I want your love. I want your love. Do you feel like you ever want to try my love and see how well it fits? Baby, can't you see when you look at me? I can't keep this feeling when it hits. All alone in my bed at night, I grab my pillow and squeeze it tight. I think of you and I dream of you all of the time. What am I gonna do? Help me sing it, y'all. Come on, Ingenious Jen, I see ya. Hey, want your love and I need your love right now. Oh, yes. Sometimes don't you feel like you never really had a love that's real? Well, here I am, and who's to say a better love you won't find today? Just one chance, and I will show you love like no other. 2 steps above. On your ladder, I'll be okay. I want your love, and please don't make me beg. Why? Oh, yes, I do. Oh, I said I want your love right now, baby. Yeah. And you know that I need. Yeah. I want your love. I need your love. I'll share my dreams and make you see how really bad your love I need. I want your love. I need your love. Just like a bird needs stars above. I'll share my dreams and I'll make you see how really bad your love I need. There you go, Ashley.
Yay! Oh, that was
Yay!
we all need love in our lives.
I love it. Yes. How about that?
We
How
need
about
to
that?
share love with everybody right now. Like, it's so important.
Yes, it is. No, it is. I love it. Yes. Oh my God. Hey, Anita. Where you been, girl?
So if anybody has questions for Kimberly, please feel free to put them in the chat below.
Oh yeah, we got questions. Oh, this is Q&A. Q&A. I was talking about a great baseline. Yes, please. The baseline is everything.
Yes.
Yeah. I see you, Paris. I love it.
So,
Entrepreneur. I love you, girl. Where have you been?
what is it like working with Niall? I know you guys said you're like family, but bring us.
Oh my goodness, he's so funny. Like, he has a story.
Yeah.
Every time, like, you can just say, yeah, I went to the store today, and Nala be like, yeah, so I went to the store, and and he has a story for everything. It's amazing. So we're sitting and we're getting like not just stories, we're getting like tea. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been out there, out and about. I mean, come on, Studio 54.
Oh my God.
You know the kind of nonsense that's what was going on in Studio 54, right? He was in the middle of all of it.
But
yes, Rock and Rio was everything. I love that show, Rock and Rio.
But a song came from him not being able to get into Studio 54.
Okay, so you know there's a story for everything. I mean, like, come on, that's how you rap. That's how you wrote the song. I mean, I love it. I love the fact that Diana Ross did not want to do I'm Coming Out.
Yeah.
She argued him down about it.
Right.
Like, for the longest. And he was like, trust me. Because, his style is to actually start the song with the chorus. And so that was something that no one did.
Yeah.
But all of his songs does it. All of his songs. I Want Your Love. It starts with the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
Good Times starts with the chorus. We Are Family starts with the chorus. Yeah. Songs didn't do that. And so she couldn't grasp that part. And, she said what she said to him, and he was like, look, it's going to work. And it did. It's like she opens up with that song now. She just, like, it's the biggest thing ever.
And you can't Diana Ross without thinking about I'm Coming Out. What?
Exactly.
That's your song.
Exactly. So these are the stories that we hear, when we're on the tour bus late at night and everybody's like right about to go to sleep. And, now will come with a story. And it's just everything. And, he has a book. Yeah. So, the book tells a lot of the tea, but, he tells the rest in person.
Who's your favorite musician to collaborate with?
Oh, someone asked me that. My favorite musician, it's so hard because I want to say so many people.
Yeah.
I want to say so many people right now. Oh, God. I mean, I like Kendrick Lamar. I would love that. Only because what he's doing, I would be doing the opposite.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that would be a good collabo kind of thing. I was loving Queen Latifah, but she has moved on in life, honey. She's just doing the most right now, and she probably won't come back to music. But yeah, she was one when I was younger. It's so many. Please, I have a list. Are you kidding me? My favorite club. What's my favorite club? My favorite club would have been, I don't know. Well, see, I'm in New York, but Colette, I think you're in New York too. It would have been the Red Parrot, where I had the most fun. Mm-hmm. That's where we would meet everyone that we knew, at the Red, just meet me at the Red Parrot, and just have fun. And I think that was the club that, my mom didn't know I was going to, but I would just sneak out the house and throw some makeup and heels on at my girlfriend's house.
Yeah. I love that. If you could learn,
because you get, after a while, you just get too old for a club. It's like, okay, good, I'm done.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I get it. If you could learn any instrument, which one would it be?
The piano.
Yeah.
My vocal teacher told me in high school, she was like, you should learn how to play the piano. And I was like, shut up, lady. I can sing, shut up. I don't have to do that, And she told me over and over again. Now I'm sitting here giving vocal lessons going, why didn't I learn how to play the piano?
Oh.
So now I'm like, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, so, but I'm working on it. I'm teaching myself. So funny.
What was the feeling about being in Rock in Rio?
Oh, that had to be the most, I'm making up a word right now, fantastical.
Oh, I love it.
Experience ever. First of all, it was nice outside. So let's just talk about the weather was everything. Let's talk about that. Then let's talk about the energy of the people. They were about everything that was going on. Mm-hmm. Like everything that was going on, they were about that life. They were there to have fun, to hear music, and to party. Nobody was coming with any negative anything. Everybody was about that life. I can't even imagine how many people. I remember looking at the video and just like not being able to see the end of the sea of people that were there. And the drones were all over the place, but are you ready? They had a zip line going across the stage with with models just zip lining across the stage. We were like, oh, hi.
Whoa.
It was amazing. Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. Like that was I can't even begin with Rock in Rio. Like that'll go down in history as one of the ones that that was the most fun.
Yeah.
Like the most fun. We've had some gigs where we were like, having fun, but that one was just fun just being there. We didn't, even if we would not have performed, it would have just been fun being there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would say the one after that would have been Coachella, because we actually did it with Beyonce. So it was actually Baychella.
Yes, of course. Oh my gosh. I remember when Beyonce did put Coachella and people were like, wow.
Yeah, that was another fantastical. Yeah. And just the energy backstage was everything. The people were just happy to be there. See, I love that kind of thing when, nobody's coming to make trouble. Nobody's so drunk that they're starting crap. Everyone was fun and just there to have fun, have a ball.
Totally.
And those are the days that we miss. We don't know. And I feel blessed to have done those things only because we don't know if it's going to get back to that.
Right.
So I'm feeling extra blessed now because we can't call it. We don't know how things are going to get back together.
Right. Like, how does that work? Like when you were playing Madison Square Garden or Barclays Center and you're like, wait, but all those venues are supposed to be sold out, aren't they? Like,
yes. Is that crazy? And believe it or not, because since I lived in Brooklyn, I lived literally like a mile away from the Barclay. Yeah. And then I live in New York. So the Garden is where I would always go for a concert.
Yeah.
I can perform at any of these other venues and not get nervous, because I'm comfortable. Like, first of all, these Chic shows are like autopilot. Like, I need nothing except just point me to the stage. Right. But for the Barclay and for the Garden, I was extremely nervous. Like, I was shaking getting on the stage. Wow. Only because I was home. Yeah. I knew that like half the people in the audience were my friends.
You're like, I know everyone in there.
I know all of you people.
But it was more scary for you to do those shows than like Hollywood Bowl, Sydney Opera.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, Hollywood Bowl, I was running to the stage like, let's do this. Man, at the Garden, I was like nervous and literally was standing. I had to stand in the corner by myself for a minute and meditate. Yeah. Wow. Just to bring it, just to be like, let's do this. Mm-hmm.
So what smaller venues in New York do you like?
The smaller venues. I love the Apollo just for the history of it all.
Of course.
My girlfriend is saying the White House. Actually, the White House was when Barack was leaving.
Mm.
So it was, he had his farewell party on TV.
Yeah.
But then he had his farewell party at the house.
Mm.
And I could not, okay, they took our phones at the door, so we couldn't really get pictures of any and everybody that we wanted. But when I tell you, everywhere you turned, it was, I was looking at everyone that I possibly knew as a celebrity there, and they were all there for a party.
Yeah.
Like nobody was stuffy with a suit on. Everybody was, drinking, eating, dancing. Barack and Michelle was in the middle of the dance floor, like dancing the Questlove. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is the best party ever. Best party ever.
Yeah. It's like, and think of that monumental moment in time, right? When we had him in the White House and, people could actually be in a room together.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And everyone was there. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was just bumping into everybody, hugging people I didn't even know. I'm looking at Bradley Cooper like, just bring it in. Bring it in.
Come on.
You know what I mean? It's like amazing. It's like, what? It's so funny. It was the best party. It was really the best party ever. Thanks for reminding me, Aisha.
Of course they had to take your phone to the door because, like, if everybody had a phone,
it would have been, oh my God, forget it. You would have been sneaking off trying to find something to take a picture of, because again, it's the White House.
Right, yeah.
Let's just take a picture of this bathroom. It's everything. Yeah, it's the White House. So whatever, they had to take them.
What is the White House like? I've never been there. So, especially like, what is it like?
Yeah, it just looks phenomenal. You have all the pictures.
Yeah.
Of all the presidents on the wall and the first ladies. So it was just, for me, it was awesome to see all the first ladies and then Michelle.
And you're like
everything.
Right there in front of me.
Bow. Like that was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And then, the kitchen was fantabulous. You had all of this space. When you walk up this, you walked up to the top landing, and that's when you had all the rooms, and that's when you had the rooms that we were in. So I'm thinking that these were rooms that they might have had meetings in and stuff like that. But, in just walking up the steps, like I'm passing by, tons of people. Like I can't even start naming all the people that were there. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I can't even. It was like everybody there. Like you had to have your camera to just remember everything. But forget it. Everyone was there.
Mm.
Everyone was there, and everyone was happy to be there. Everybody, even if I even feel like there might have been some Republicans out in there that were just partying.
I'm sure there were. Okay.
I think so.
Because the thing is, when you think of Barack in the White House, right, and you see all the legendary musicians that he had, all the performances he had, like I've seen clips of it on YouTube, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like to be able to go to one of those functions.
Yes.
Under administration.
It was everything. I can't even, like Tyler Perry, Angela Bassett, Chris Rock, Chris Tucker, Al Sharpton, like it was everybody. Like everybody was there. Samuel Jackson, me and him had a whole moment. I was like, oh my God, this is love. Like, yeah, everybody. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jackson,
amazing. It's amazing.
I love it. So do you have any final words for the room?
I just want to say that Ashley Live, you're the bomb. I love you for doing this. Thank you for reaching out to me. This was awesome. And I'm ready to do it again once all of this is over. Once we're out of this COVID nonsense, let's do it again, because it's always going to be new stuff, and new stuff going on in life.
You are welcome back anytime, because the thing is with my show, like I've had so many incredible musicians on my show, and each show is completely different than the next.
Yes.
But I was so excited for this one because you perform, and I know what kind of vocalist you are. And then when I reached out to you and you were down, I was like, she's coming on my show? What?
Yes, I love it. I love it. And I'm loving everyone that tunes in. Love you guys. And we're going to show this later, right? This can also be seen later on.
Of course, yeah.
I love it. Make sure you check my page and Ashley Live's page, everyone.
But also, also,
Colette, I love you. I love you.
I love you too, but vocal lessons.
Yes. Vocal lessons. She sang SANGZ Academy on IG. Yes. And also she sings at gmail.com. Hit me up. I am giving lessons. You don't want to miss out on this.
And if you or anybody you know wants to be coached by Kimberly, please reach out to her. Please give her a follow.
Yes.
Change your life.
Yes.
Change your life and you will the lucky stars. Thank you so much. If you don't already, please make sure to follow Kimberly on all social media platforms. Stream her music, stream Chic's music, and please stay tuned to all the vocal lessons. And please, if you don't already follow me, I'm Ashley Live, and I have incredible musicians just like Kimberly on my show all the time.
I love it. Hit me up, Colette. No worries. Bye, Ashley.
You guys have a good night. Bye-bye.
You too.